we go.
Here we are. Yeah, I think this is our 4th year of being live in the tent for driver appreciation.
Yes.
We are, of course, so excited to be here.
Yes.
We've got a lot going on in this tent and a lot going on
everywhere around us.
Yeah. It's going to be a good week.
Oh, so let's tell everybody. My name is Tabby. I'm here at Swift Transportation in Phoenix, Arizona. And
I'm Tina, and I'm also here at Swift Transportation.
I think right next to me.
Yeah, we're right here. And so what we're doing this week, we're going to be live all week. We're going to be on Facebook and YouTube all week long here. Make sure to check out the social and our social media platforms and our portals. We've got games for our drivers.
Oh, what kind of games?
All kinds of games.
Like interactive online
games and stuff like that. We win some prizes. We also have a driver gift, which
is it this?
It is this. This is a seat organizer that we actually surveyed our drivers, and that was the winner. Get is seat organizer. Very helpful, yes. And you can put all kinds of things in there. You should also have a flow code network card as well. And just get you informed, keep you informed and everything that's going on.
That's absolutely right, Tina. And you know what? We actually have yesterday was our kickoff day because we're in the tent doing.
Yep.
Is it football that was happening?
It was football for sure. Yeah. So we in the tent yesterday here in Phoenix, we did have some football and some fun. I'm excited that my Dallas Cowboys have made it to the game yesterday.
Yeah. Was it the team, the Cowboys?
Yeah, they made it. They made it.
Good for you.
Hey out there, Kevin, Kirby, we see you.
You're out there watching, tuning in right now. Say hi. Let us know where you're tuning in from.
Absolutely.
We'd love to hear from you. I mean, the whole thing was we want to be able to reach all of our drivers, whether or not you are able to make it to any of our terminals. We're hoping that we can connect with you through these live broadcasts. And you know what? We have a huge morning. We're about to do a couple of cool things outside of the tent, but to kick us off for Driver Appreciation Week, we have Mr. Adam Millier.
Hey, good morning, ladies. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here, Adam. It's an exciting week. We can feel the buzz in the air. It's a little warm, but that's okay. That's okay. So our goal is to thank our drivers. So what have you got to say to them?
Yeah, well, it's not as bad from a weather standpoint as it was last year. This tent makes a big deal.
It's true.
We want our drivers to feel appreciated every week, right? Every day that they work for Swift. But this week we want them to feel that extra appreciation. So we have so many people from Swift and our other brands that have put a lot of effort into making the events at our different terminals special. Obviously, a lot going on here in Phoenix, but there's events going on across the country. So we hope our drivers are able to get through, get a meal, spend some time with our people, and feel that deep appreciation that we have for our drivers.
Absolutely. So why do we have driver appreciation?
Look, our drivers make sacrifices every day, being over the road, away from their families, moving our economy, ensuring that we have essential goods, hitting the shelves. And it's for us as an industry, we just have to take some time and make sure that they understand how valuable they are to our company, to our country. And so this is just a time we're able to do that for a week during the year.
Absolutely. And it's also an opportunity to let the motoring public know to appreciate our drivers. And what are some of the ways that, let's say you're not in the industry, you're tuning in, maybe you've got family, maybe you're interested in the industry. How can we show appreciation to our drivers?
The main thing is share the road safely.
Yes.
Right? I mean, our trucks, they're 80,000 pounds. They're difficult to maneuver.
Yeah.
Right? Our drivers are very trained on doing that, but we have to make sure that we share the road with the motorist public, right? Our goal is to deliver goods, but to deliver them safely.
Absolutely.
Right? And we want everybody on the road to recognize that, and hey, just give them a little space, give them a little time. Patience. And so I mean that's the best way that I think everybody in this country can really show the appreciation for our drivers.
Yeah, absolutely. They're the reason we have everything that we have in the store. And in this tent right now, everything came from a truck driver, right?
So what is your favorite part about driver appreciation?
I mean this right here, right? Just getting able to spend time with you guys, of course, but yeah, being up with all of our drivers here and seeing the excitement and sharing a meal with them and just kind of hearing their stories. just trying to make them feel special, to realize that how much we care for them and how humble we are to just work for them. And our job is to come in every day and try to make their job as easy as possible and make sure that they're set up for success.
Absolutely.
And so being able to spend time with our drivers and really all of our employees is quite the difference.
I love that. Yeah.
And during driver appreciation, we started our driver engagement survey. So you want to talk a little bit about that and why it's important?
Yeah, we want to hear from our drivers, right? We want to know what are the challenges, what should we look to invest in. A couple years ago, the biggest I think challenge was available trailers. We've invested in a significant number of trailers, and now the concern is where can we park? Because we've got all these trailers, right? So we're working on that, right? So we got some initiatives around building out some additional yards. We've got Statesboro, Georgia. That yard should be ready in December. We're building a terminal there in Vegas. That's already constructed. Mobile, that terminal, we should be starting construction there probably middle of next year.
That's exciting.
Yeah, so we have a lot going on from that standpoint. So we're probably going to be pulling some older trailers out to make some room in our yards. But really, we want to hear from our drivers. What are the challenges? What can we do to help? That's how we know where to invest our time.
Absolutely. We're making room in those yards. Like, we hear that a lot. There's not a lot of room. So excited that's coming up.
Yeah, we're constantly trying to seek feedback from our drivers for just about everything, whether or not they're on the road or in the office, just stopping by a terminal. So any feedback, if you're a driver out there and you have feedback, we want to hear your feedback. So where can you find the link to that driver?
All over the place, actually. Okay, you can find it on the portal. We also have it pinned in the group as well. We also have it on the event flow code. At every location, there should be an area where you can take it if you stop by your terminal. And just make sure that, check it out. We are giving away some gift cards to the company store. Yes. Nice. You will be entered into a raffle.
We have some pretty exciting stuff going on as far as our safety initiatives and stuff going.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, safety has to be embedded into your culture, right? And over the last 6 years, we have made tremendous progress on the safety of our trucks. If you look at our CSA score, we look at DOT reportable accidents. Our stats compare better than really any of our peers that we compete with, the larger truck companies. And it hasn't always been that way, but really over the last 6 years, our drivers, our operations teams, our safety teams have been working hand in hand to make sure that Swift is the safest truckload carrier on the road.
Yeah.
We've done that, but hey, we're not resting on those laurels. Like we have to continue to. There's always room for safety, and our goal is 0 accidents. We know that we won't get there, but we won't stop until we get closer and closer.
Love that. There's so much focus on safety, which is awesome. And speaking of safety, we have a huge deal going on outside of the tent this morning. You're a big part of it. You'll be a big part of it. So do you guys want to talk a little bit about what's happening outside of the tent? It's going to stream live as well.
It is going to stream live. So probably in about 20 minutes or so, we're going to unveil a new truck outside. We're actually rewrapping our first responders truck. So on one side is well, I don't want to spoil it. You'll see in a minute. I don't want to tell you anything about it. But we're excited about that. And I mean, it's great to have the fire and police out here as well.
It is. Yeah, you got the armored trucks out here, the fire trucks. We've got a great driver who'll be taking the wheel of this brand new truck. So we're excited about this. We did one last year. It was great to see that.
Yeah.
And so this is one of these events we just always look forward to having.
Yeah. And you know what? I mean, something that I want to be able to acknowledge today is September the 11th. I mean, where the focus is, of course, all of our drivers, but we do want to be able to send our appreciation to everybody who is involved.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those days that it's probably etched in many of our memories, especially those that were of a certain age when it occurred. And it's a day for remembrance and a day where we realized that our country came together to fight those terrible events and made us stronger. So it's a great way to kind of honor the first responders who are so selfless and are courageous, and it's a rare breed. So that's why this truck is really fitting.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great event. Well, Adam, we appreciate you coming on and everything. Is any last words you want to say out there?
Hey, I just hope our drivers have a great week. We have so much gratitude for what you do for our company and our country. And hey, just can't express enough gratitude and appreciation. So thank you.
Thank you, Adam.
Thanks, Adam. Hey, stay tuned because we're all going to go out live to this truck reveal here shortly.
Yeah, I think we've got something to show you right now.
Okay.
All right, we're back. It's just me now. Lucky you guys. So, do we have Richmond on with us? Looks like we've got some people out there in Richmond. We just want to say hi to you guys out there. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. So it looks like they got a food truck going on there. All kinds of fun events. We've got Jonathan Martin and his crew out there in Richmond. We just want to make sure you guys understand this isn't just a Phoenix event. This is all throughout the country. So we're going to be checking out all of these locations throughout the week. And here we are showing some Richmond footage. There we go. We got Jonathan Martin there looking great in pink.
Hey, Tina, can you hear us? Can you hear us okay in Richmond?
Hopefully he can hear us. I don't know if he can or not. Of course, we're live. Did we say we're live? We're live. So we're excited that all of our terminals, all locations, we've got stuff. Anytime and pick up your gift. We'll have them ready for you whenever you're ready. And so now it looks like I feel like I'm talking. And so what we have going on in a couple of minutes, actually, out here in the tent, we have our truck wrap truck event, and it looks like we've got some video here of the event here in Phoenix, Arizona. It's a packed house. We've got so many vendors. So many sponsors, so many people that have come together to talk to our drivers and let them know how much we appreciate them. And it's just great to see everyone here. And if you're here in Phoenix, any of your drivers, if you're here in Phoenix, make sure you stop by and come say hi. Come get some great food. And if you're across the country, make sure that it looks like we've got Kim and B coming into the state. Hey, Kim.
Morning, everyone.
How's it going?
Going great. Feeling great about this.
Yeah. Yeah,
We're ready to go.
We are ready to go. And we've got the gift going on. We've got the driver serving. We've got the wrap trucks. We had football yesterday.
We had football. We have football tonight.
We got
Football on
tonight.
Thursday.
That's right.
Yeah, we got football.
Thanks.
We got lots of food. On Friday is the big barbecue.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I believe we have like about 800 pounds of brisket. If you're a meat eater,
Yeah.
brisket and ribs.
That's the way to go.
Yeah. We have Chinese food, Italian food, Mexican food. We have a whole different menu this year.
Absolutely. So we just had Adam on, and we were talking about a couple of things. What is your favorite thing about this week?
Oh, I think the favorite thing is we get to actually sit down and spend time with our drivers, right? We get to get to know them a little bit better.
Yep.
We see them in person, face to face. I talk to a lot of them over the phone, but it's great to get to meet them in person.
It is great because you get that close interaction, that one-on-one interaction. I mean, we were talking with drivers yesterday, solving problems on the spot, which is always helpful, especially here in the state. I mean, you've got all kinds of departments here, all kinds of information. So it's a great time to talk to drivers one-on-one.
We got the truck manufacturers in-house. We got the 24s out here you can go tour.
Yep.
We got all of our department tables, so it's great for them.
It is great. Yeah, and so we also have our driver engagement survey. And I know Adam spoke a little bit about it, but can you expand a little bit of why it's important?
Well, your feedback is definitely a gift, and we appreciate it so much. And please know that when you do that survey, for instance, last year or in March, we do it every 6 months. We got about 3,300 responses, and we really appreciate that. And trust me, we're taking action. So when we see something that is glaringly big, what we want to do is work on those bigger problems and not just whoever's maybe the loudest noise, right?
Yeah.
So by looking at these problems, things that we fixed since then, like dump valve, right?
Yeah.
About 1,300 people say something about dump valve. We can take that forward, and we made a change, right? The driver mattress, stuff like that. So please take the survey. Know we're looking at it. Know we care about our answer times with all of our different departments, all the stuff we're doing, and we're working on that stuff.
It's true, and it's going on this entire week, and it closes next Thursday.
Yeah.
So make sure that you submit those surveys and enter for a chance to win a $100 gift card to the company store. We got 5 of those to give away.
Definitely, and then we also have some questions on there that are specific about your terminal. So what do you like about your terminal the most, and what would you like to see changed? 1 or 2 things. And that's where, hey, we've taken that feedback and put some gaming rooms in and stuff like that people have asked for.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's exciting, all the things that Swift has done throughout the years. I know it wasn't always like that. So it's exciting that Swift is really caring about the drivers and really want to understand what you guys need from us, because we don't know what we don't know. So we've got avenues like Voice of Choice and things like that. But this engagement series is a great opportunity to just lay it all out there and tell us what you want to see out there.
Definitely.
Yeah. And so we've got our wrap trucks that are that's going to be unveiling here in just a little bit, actually.
I think in about the next 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah, we're getting close. And so we're excited about that. That's going to start at 9 o'clock right on this broadcast. You don't have to go anywhere. It's going to be right here. And so what our wrap truck program, can you stay a while? Just chat about the wrap
I can stay a while.
So I know we started it in 2019.
We did.
Our wrap trucks, and we had the Army, the first responder, and the Navy truck in 2019. We unveiled, and then of course we had COVID right after that, right? So we had. And then we did our last truck that we wrapped was the Children's Miracle Network.
Well, the 911 truck too.
That's right, the
911 truck. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was last year.
And today is?
And today is
9/11.
You're right. Yeah, so we're going to unveil the first responders. We rewrapped it.
So that's a good point, Tina. So all of our trucks that we've wrapped, we made the decision that, hey, those drivers have been great, and they really enjoyed some events and hiring events and other things that we've done with them. But we're going to rewrap every truck once. So because it does take a long time to design that. So for instance, this is our first rewrap. But if you're interested, make sure you get with your terminal leadership in driving those trucks. We do need people usually over the road or at least in a regional, because we try to go to events in those areas. Especially like the 911 truck, I believe is in Manhattan or something today, right?
Yeah,
So,
out of an event today for 9/11, actually. Yes. And we've got 2 more coming up this year, right? We've got the Air Force truck that we're looking around Veterans Day, and then we also have another Children's Miracle Network truck, which is going to be music therapy themed, which is pretty cool. And that one I think is in December. So.
In December, yeah. And these are really cool. So we will continue. Children's Miracle Network is a great, charity that we support fully, and we will keep wrapping trucks in honor of those Children's Miracle Network or children's hospitals. So we're excited to do that. And if you're interested in driving those trucks, please get with your terminal leadership again. We're always looking for somebody that has a connection, somebody that's really passionate about it. I kind of laugh. Some of the drivers, once you run into them, they'll tell you they go through a lot because people are like, "Hey, can you pull the truck up? Will you take pictures with me?" It's a cool
comes
deal.
with a lot, but it's really fun. And I know when we look for drivers to drive these wrap trucks, we always like to make sure that you have something tied to that cause. For instance, if you have the Air Force truck, we want someone in the Air Force that was there to drive it. Children's Miracle Network, if you've got a strong tie to the charity, I believe this is Nashville Hospital is the one that we're going to be sponsoring that one for.
So the music therapy one's going to be super cool. Not the other ones aren't.
No, yeah.
But we get excited probably about each one as we kind of go through,
we
right?
do. Every time it's a fun challenge, and it's a lot of fun to put those together. And it's just a great time. And we started doing the truck reveals. I think in 2020 is when we did the test truck. So
and don't forget the airport truck coming up, right?
I know.
Do we have a driver selected for that?
We don't have a driver selected for it. So if you're
All
in
right.
the Air Force and you want to drive that truck, you let us know. You hit us up. That one's going to be a cool one. I'm excited about that.
Or even if you just know somebody that was in the Air Force, you can nominate them.
That's true. Yeah, you can nominate someone, or you can nominate yourself if you want to drive as well. So,
Excellent.
Very cool stuff. So this event, yeah, of course we're here in Phoenix, we're in the tent, but it's across the entire network. So make sure that you're
Every
stopping by.
terminal, right? We've had standards where people are doing some continental breakfasts. They're doing lunches. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they're doing food trucks at every terminal. Please go see those folks. They want to stop and break bread with you, get to know you just like we do here. And they're just as excited. I'm telling you, we've been planning since April. I know that sounds crazy, but planning since April. Those terminals put a lot of effort into it. I was the terminal leader a long time ago, and I can tell you that by the end of the week, I was usually sitting in my chair, couldn't stand up. But so much fun.
And we got the gift too, right?
Yes.
And this came through a survey as well, right?
So we surveyed our drivers, and I was surprised. This isn't what I maybe would have chose, but it's a seat organizer that attaches to your seat. I think it would attach to the side too very well. It's just a way to keep stuff from moving around in your truck. It holds a few drinks, and then hey, we can let the cat fly out of the bag that Christmas is.
Breaking news.
It's a comforter.
It is a blanket, yes.
At queen size. So last year we did it, or not, 2 years ago we did a twin, and the feedback we got was, hey, it's a little too small. So we did a queen this year. It's really cool.
It's a great blanket. We saw the samples already for that, so excited about that. Also, I failed to mention, it's not just company drivers, owner operators as well.
Yeah.
You pick up your gift. Of course, it'll say owner operator on there. But make sure you stop by your terminal to pick those up. And if you can't make it this week, what should they do?
Just go to your terminal. They'll still have them in hand. And then for your Christmas gift, you'll pick that up from your individual.
Guys, for that. So it looks like we got just a few more minutes, and then we should be ready to go outside. So we asked Adam this question earlier, but I'm interested. How should the public show appreciation to drivers? What's a good way to do that?
Oh, there's so many ways, right? Just remember that everything you eat, wear, use in America, a trucker probably brought it. So it's giving them space, treating them with respect, and giving them the space. When those folks you're merging in, right? Give them room, right? It's a difficult job. Just stop and say hi. Tell them thank you. When you stop and you're traveling in, the United States, our family plays a fun game where we use a count. We pick somebody, and I always pick Swift. What my kids don't know is we're one of the largest carriers in America, so I always win. But hey, one of those days, these days, they'll figure it out. But just stop and talk to those drivers, show them appreciation. At the shippers, receivers, we see a lot more that are putting the effort in to give them really good facilities, or vending or options or waiting rooms and stuff like that. So we appreciate all those shippers and receivers out there doing that. So there's a variety of things you can do.
Absolutely. So Ken, what's coming up? Any sneak peeks of anything coming up, or are we still waiting for the feedback of drivers? Or
I think really when we see our feedback after this week, that gives us 6 months of stuff to work on. And I assure the department has something, because we ask you in that survey about planning, customer accounts, terminals, all of that stuff, ECT or driver support at night. So we definitely want you to keep giving that feedback, and that's what we'll kind of decide what we have coming up.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Ken. It's great to have you on as always. I'm sure we'll be talking to you. Oh wait, Thursday.
Yes,
What's
Thursday.
happening on Thursday?
We have kind of a driver roundtable where myself, Jim Fitzsimmons, and David Tillman will take any question. I think last year we got about 600 questions. We'll start and we'll answer everything we can. And we usually do that for about an hour, and that should be 5 or 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I think it's at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
It will be on Facebook and YouTube as well. And you can submit those questions ahead of time. And that's always a good time to just sit down and talk. And of course, if you're in the tent, you can always ask MVP questions, right?
Yes, please come see us. Shake hands. We want to see you, get to know you. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Ken, so
All right.
much. Appreciate it. Thank you for everything you do here at Swift and just helping out the drivers. Appreciate
Thank you,
stuff a
Tina.
lot. Thank you.
Take care, guys.
All right. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting real excited about this truck reveal. I know we showed some pictures out there. We've got the fire and the police out there as well, getting ready. This is actually the fire department and the police department. This is their 9/11 sponsored event to come out here. So that's pretty cool there. And so we're super excited. Again, we've got a really good wrap truck program. We've got a ton of wrap trucks out there, and these trucks, they go, run their normal routes, do their normal thing. But then there are times when we might have you go to an event, maybe a hiring event, or maybe the Children's Miracle Hour could be helping out with children at an event, or just touch a truck events, things out there to help with the community to get involved. And so it's a really good time. The wrap trucks are beautiful. I mean, I love to see them. They're really exciting. We've got a whole team that kind of comes together to put those wrap trucks together. So, like I said, we've got our Air Force truck will be in November, and our Children's Miracle Network therapy program will be in December. So if you would like to drive those, click on the portal. We've got some information for you to drive those wrap trucks, or even put your comments down below if you'd like to. Looks like we're getting ready, getting set out there. We've got these beautiful trucks there. Of course, you can see the Navy truck just to the right of the podium there. And then we've got all of our makes trucks out there. And if you stop by the Phoenix area, we will have all 4 trucks: the Freightliner, the International, the Kenworth, and the Vogel. Those trucks are here. They'll be air conditioned and ready to go. And so you can drive them at any time. Come test them out and see if you like it. So it looks like we're ready to wrap up and go to the live event outside. So we'll be back after this.